Here we are, starting it up again. Decided to get into it, making sure everything's set up
I bet
correct.
you are ready for some new
Let me
stuff.
get into it right here. So, where we at? Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. You already know how it goes. Cooking up, playing some game, chopping up some videos, and just chilling. You know what I mean? Making it happen for yourself. Again, this is Wealthy Mindset. I go by the name of Pharaoh Isaiah. Chopping it up, making it all happen. So that's what I'm gonna do. For the most part, we got a whole bunch of stuff I want to tap into, but for the most part, I'm just chilling, vibing out, chilling with you guys, having a good time, and we can go from there. Let's just do it. You know what I mean? Let's just see where this goes. Claim some of that. Drop this video right here.
Does this prove that reality doesn't exist? Or does it prove that truth isn't real? How this image is viewed is all dependent on the perspective. Two people could be in the same room staring at the same thing and come out with two different realities. That's because reality isn't fixed. It's a reflection of the perspective that you choose to hold on to. But here's the real gem though. When you change your perspective, that's when your reality changes with it. But that's a power that most people never tap into because they're too busy defending their lens instead of adjusting it.
Come on, let's paint the town.
Does this prove that reality doesn't exist? Or does it prove that truth isn't real? How this image is viewed is all dependent on the perspective. Two people could be in the same room staring at the same thing and come out with two different realities. That's because reality isn't fixed. It's a reflection of the perspective that you choose to hold on to. But here's the real gem though. When you change your perspective, that's when your reality changes with it. But that's a power that most people never tap into because they're too busy defending their lens instead of adjusting it.
That's deep. It goes into how you're seeing things. So somebody from the outside perspective, from somebody that's in the perspective, from somebody that is from the start to beginning of the perspective. So those are three different perspectives. Someone's seeing something from the start to the finish. Someone's seeing it from an observer standpoint that just comes in and sees it from where it's at. And then somebody that's actually in it, experiencing it, is three different perspectives. So you realize within that perspective that you're actually, there's so many ways to see things that when you're looking at something, you don't always get to, you don't even get to like really
I'm liking the look of this fire team.
adjust.
Be ready for anything.
And it goes into the world of seeing it as we're not even actually, we're experiencing life from its own perception, from our lens. We're the observer, so each and every single person, there's 8 billion people on the planet, so that's 8 billion different perspectives on the world that somebody else is looking at through a different lens. Right? Realizing that and knowing that is where the game gets cracked, where the code gets cracked, because you affect me, I affect you based off how we move and how we operate. So you could be seeing me as an influential, motivational person, but the way I'm looking at it is someone that needs the motivation and needs someone that is moving like that or whatever. So there's so many different perspectives to see things. And when you're looking at stuff, it's just a different occasion to like see.
So here's the truth. Cats did evolve here on Earth physically, but their consciousness, the soul or energy behind the eyes, did not. It's widely believed, especially in esoteric and ancient traditions, that feline consciousness was brought here by an advanced civilization. Many say the Lyrans, a cat-like star race, encoded cats with awareness that could help humans connect to higher frequencies. That's why in ancient Egypt, cats weren't just adored, they were revered. They weren't worshipped in the way gods were. They were recognized as beings who could see into other realms. Cats were considered guardians of portals, especially between the physical world and the spirit world. They were often kept in temples because it was believed they could protect sacred space, not just from mice, but from energetic intrusions. And what makes them so special even now, they're still doing it. Cats can feel shifts in energy. They stare at things you can't see because they can see them. They know when something's wrong before you do. So, the next time your cat's staring into the corner of the room, like they're watching something move, they probably are. They're not here to entertain us. They're here to watch, protect, and remind us that not everything we see is all there is. So here's the truth. Cats did evolve here on Earth physically, but their consciousness, the soul or energy behind the eyes, did not. It's widely believed, especially in esoteric and ancient traditions, that feline consciousness was brought here by an advanced civilization. Many say the Lyrans, a cat-like star race, encoded cats with awareness that could help humans connect to higher frequencies. That's why in ancient Egypt, cats weren't just adored, they were revered. They weren't worshipped in the way
This is why you should never help other people, even if you feel like you're making them a better version. When you start realizing, you know what, there's a better life out there, there's actually more opportunities to start positive. The first thing that you're going to do if you want to bring your friends and your family, you want to bring everyone that deserves to be too, right? But in reality, what happens when you start having to go up to social and now you think to take people with you? Hey, I'm better. Hey, I've done more with things. I am better. I'm on this pedestal. I'm actually a better version of me. And what they're going to feel is that you're trying to tell them that they're not good enough. Remember, when you're actually leveling up, you want other people to help you become open, letting other people teach you new things. You don't criticize everyone for telling you that you understand. Then what you're doing is an attack. You're doing an attack on the reality that you have created for yourself for years and years and years. When someone comes and reaches for your reality and says, the natural thing for someone to do is be like, I don't want to do that. I don't want you to come and disrupt my reality. So what they're going to make you feel is that you're doing something wrong. And they're going to feel like you're doing something wrong because they don't want to go with you. They don't want their natural habitat disrupted. You don't know exactly where you're going, so they don't want to follow. This is where the only thing that they're going to do is they're going to start to pull you down. Your thing. And now you can go up this mountain together. But the only thing that can happen when it comes to self-growth, what happens when you're around people that are not trying to grow, is that they control you then. You can't control them. What's easier? You can lift someone in your chair. You know very well if you do that. That's what they're going to do. So when you try to help people level up and become a better version of themselves, what you're actually doing is that you're forcing the people that you can provide them, even if you don't have and even if you don't make that. And what they're going to try to do is that they're going to try to do everything to pull you down because that is the version of you that they're comfortable with and that is the version of you that they want not to die. So when you reveal to them, I'm going places, they don't want you to do that. Even if you... This is why you should never help other people level up, even if you do feel like you are making them a better version of themselves. When
why it's so
you
serious,
start
because
realizing, you know what, there's a better life out there, there's
when you
actually
level
more
up, it's like a new
opportunities when you
reality
start
for
becoming
someone
more
to
positive.
accept that they
The
don't
first
want to
thing that
accept.
you're probably going to
You know
do
what I
is
mean?
you want to
Can you
bring
shut
your
this
friends
real
and your family, you want to bring everyone
It's just a
that
new
deserves a
reality
better
that
life
people
too, right?
don't want to accept.
But in
that
reality, what happens when you
you've
start
become.
trying to
So,
go up the
if
self-growth
there's a new
mountain,
reality
and now you're trying to take
that
people with you,
you've
is that you're telling them,
amounted to, other
hey,
people don't want
I'm
to
better
see
than you.
that new version
Hey,
of you because
I
their
am-
own
I've
perception,
done
like we
more
said
work
in the
than
last
you.
video,
I am
is
better.
the
I'm on
perception
this
of
pedestal.
them
I'm
that
actually
they
a
see
better
of
version
you.
of me.
So when they see a
And
new
what
version,
they're going to feel is that you're
They're gonna
trying
feel a way
to
about
tell them that they're not good enough. Remember this. When you're actually leveling up, you want other people to help you become open to letting other people teach you new things. You don't criticize everyone for telling you
That's
new
why.
things. You
That's
understand
exactly
and
why
analyze
I always,
how you can use things, and
always
you
look
know
at
that if you get triggered by
how
something,
am I
it's
looking
actually
to other
because
people,
there's something you need to
because
work
of the
on.
way
But
that
when you're
I want to be
vibrating down
perceived,
here,
has to
When
be
you're vibrating
what
lower,
you see, not
then
what I see.
what you're feeling is an attack. You're feeling an attack on the bubble that you are living in. You're
Can we
feeling
just
an
shut
attack
this door right
on the
here?
reality that you have been creating for yourself for years and years and years. And when someone comes and reaches into that reality and says, you should come with me, the natural thing for someone to do is be like, I don't want to do that. I don't want you to come and disrupt my reality. So what they're going to make you feel is that you're doing something wrong. And they're going to feel like you're doing something wrong because they don't want to
So
go
I
with
just
you.
wanna
They
get
don't
into
want
some friends and stuff,
their
so
natural
I'm
habitat
gonna
disrupted.
continue with the
You
new
don't know
friends. I'm
exactly
gonna
where
level
you're
up
going,
again
so they don't want to
get some
follow
more
you.
new guns,
This is where
more
the
new
only thing
stuff,
that
so-
they're going to do
I bet
is
you
that they're going to start
Just
to
leveled up
pull
again. Just take
you
us to
down.
another level.
You think that you're helping them, and now you can go up this mountain together. But the only thing that can happen when it comes to self-growth, what happens when you're around people that are not trying to grow, is that they can pull you down. You can't pull them up. It's kind of like when you stand on a chair. What's easier, for people to pull you down or for you to lift someone up on that chair? You know very well it's easier for you to be pulled down. That's what they're going to do. So when you try
I've
to
got an
help
extra
people
ticket for a
level up
concert
and
at the
become a better
bonfire.
version of themselves,
You interested?
what you're
Of
actually
course.
doing is that you're
By the way,
exposing to people
is this a pet-friendly
that you
event?
think you're better than them, even if you know you aren't, and even if you know you don't think that. And what they're going to try to do is that they're going to try to do everything to pull you down, because that is the version of you that they're comfortable with, and that is the version of you that they want not to be done. So when you reveal to them, I'm going places, they don't want to do that. Even if you, this is why you have to people will work, even if you do feel like you are making them a better version of themselves. When you start realizing, you know what, there's a better way out there, there's actually more opportunities when you start
When you get a new phone, you really read through all of those privacy act laws, that you are giving over your thoughts, you're giving over your privacy, you're giving over your camera. They take pictures. Every millisecond, this thing take about 3 pictures of you. And you can turn off the lights and use a UV light and it'll show the phone taking pictures. The phone is constantly recording your conversation, seeing the things you like. The actual grid inside the phone, or the circuit breaker, is emitting a frequency and it's giving you called bioloop feedback of your brain pattern waves. This thing is the actual snake that was in the Garden of Eden. This is the reason why. If you look at the back of your iPhone, notice it's an apple that has been bit off, right? Well, have you heard of the apple deception in the Garden of Eden? The tree of knowledge, good and evil. They was told not to eat from that tree, and they ate from that tree. And once they ate from the tree, they had knowledge. They knew it all. And that knowledge was going to cause the actual collapse of man or mankind, because it was high technology. This the same type of thing. So this is the tree of knowledge, good and evil, and the high elites or the serpent trying to get us to eat from this forbidden knowledge, and we're doing it every day. So your cell phone, man, is crazy work, man. This is a very, very spiritual harvesting device. And if you go through it, you can all your dark secrets in here, all your nasty pictures in here, all the pornography that you search the web is in here. Everything that you think about, you put it in your phone, whether you physically do it or whether you mentally do it. So these things are harvesting our souls, our energy, our spirit, and it's dehydrating the hell out of us and giving us cancer too. It's the same thing. If you get a new phone, you really read through all of those privacy act laws, that you are giving over your thoughts, you're giving over your privacy, you're giving over your camera. They taking pictures. Every millisecond, this thing take about 3 pictures of you.
Can someone help
And you
me?
can turn off the lights and use a UV light and it'll show the phone taking pictures. The phone is constantly recording your conversation, seeing the things you like. The actual grid inside the phone, or the circuit breaker, is emitting a frequency and it's giving you called bioloop feedback of your brain pattern waves. This thing is the actual snake that was in the Garden of Eden. This is the apple. That's the reason why, if you look at the back of your iPhone, notice it's an apple that has been bit off, right? Well, have you heard of the apple deception in the Garden of Eden? The tree of knowledge of good and evil. They was told not to eat from that tree, and they ate from that tree.
That's how, like, the limit of that is not to say that, you know, Apple's not the sickest thing in the world. Ultimately, hopefully will be to like today's control. I'm gonna turn this thing into a whole next thing. The next thing would be that people are looking for. So like, what I mean by that is like the abundance that wealthy mindset is that it has all the resources and tools you're looking for to elevate, right? It's not the only company that you are doing, there's other companies, right? So I like to say, if you find me, that's your calling, and you find me, you know what I mean? So people will find you, meaning like, okay, I believe in like the law of attraction and law of attraction. Someone that needs your services will find you. So if you're looking for me and your services, you're gonna find me because you're like, yo, I'm looking for this. That person will show up, right? So one of my things was that the right mindset plus the right awareness will give you, right? The right mindset with the right awareness will give you the execution you're looking for and the result you're looking for. A lot of people are trying to say one thing, but they don't understand it. Wealthy mindset is like the Garden of Eden. Super distracting. But again, it's always just
Thanks.
we're living in the future of the history of time. So that's something really good attention. It's really interesting to really pick that up. You will notice that you are in that continuous loop of life when you realize that like there's more to it. But when you look into it, you start to see it more and more every day. Time is looping. There's leaders, there's achievers, there's people that are supposed to be watchers, and there's stuff going on in the world. Plus the trade-offs in life, right? The trade-offs
Light surges within the blade.
are the same thing, right? There are certain trade-offs that were made by ancient beings and ancient beings that were here from before us, right? So it comes into it just for you to understand. You need to know how to live your life. When you align yourself with your highest purpose, you ascend higher. You don't care what it's good or bad. You just know that you're on your purpose and you're here for a reason. You're here to fulfill your destiny and do what you do. But it gets a lot complicated when others don't know that. That's why one of the things these topics that I'm talking about is everybody has to grow. Everybody has to be on their purpose. Because when the other people are working with you, you also want to have, when other people are working with you, you also want to have the right intentions. So like that they have what they're also grown, so there's no difference. There's no weaker link. Right? Everybody's the same, everybody's on the level, so there's no weakest link. You know what I mean? So the more you put out into the growth is necessary. And when you realize that, yeah, your growth is necessary, you will put out what you give out. You will get and my recording stopped. Kind of hard to like keep it going when it's recording like that. Okay, where am I? So yeah, that's partially, you need to grow with it, right? Come with different products, align yourself with your business, and then you will know who you are ultimately when you align yourself with that, with your purpose. Because then you just know right off the bat who you are and what you're trying to accomplish. Wealthy Mindset has all the tools and resources to align you with your highest purpose and know who you are and what you're trying to develop and increase within yourself. So when you do so, get with the business, man. This is your opportunity. If you're seeing this video, there's only so many people that will see this. I'm not dropping any ads or anything. I'm just putting out short clips. The long form video will be on YouTube and you can check it out there. Got about another 10 minutes. Let me see if I can run through some more videos.
That's why they used to wrap all the babies in linen
Linen
and
is
use
very
copper-lined
high frequency.
bottles
A lot of
because the
people don't know that.
linen
I
would
wanted to
help
come
them
to one
sleep
today
and
that was
calm
all
their
linen,
bodies and
but
stop them
it's
from
very
crying.
expensive
Because
to
remember,
come with.
linen has the highest
And we are
frequency
living
of
in the
all
future right now,
fabrics,
so
a frequency of
economy
5,000
is
hertz,
basically
and that's why Jesus told us to wear linen in the
trying to find
Bible,
the
because the
middle class
human body
or
only resonates at
to know the
100
sweet spot, and there's
megahertz.
certain
So when
codes
you're
on how to
wearing
find that.
linen, you're
But right
boosting
now,
your
it's just rich and
vibrational
poor, so a lot of
frequency,
people
and as a
are at the
result, you
bottom
are healing your
can't afford
body
linen.
through those frequencies. And just like copper, linen is antibacterial and antimicrobial, so that no bacteria was spreading in the hospitals between patients and babies who then had to use other beds. And the copper cups were
Give it 20 years from now, there's going to be unclassified documents, the same way they did with the brain gate theory, showing that we can have telekinesis and we can hemi-sync our brains, we can see through walls, and now it's CIA declassified documents proving these things. It's going to be the same thing on that, on how so-called African Americans or melanated beings in the world have supernatural powers that they have been suppressing through pharmaceutical companies, through GMO foods, through foods that are very, very ultra processed, through contaminated fluoride poisoned water, through candies that have hyperactive sugar molecules in it. There is a reason why they're keeping us doped and drugged up, because it suppresses our genes and it suppresses our cells and it suppresses our ability to be like gods. We are made after its image and after its likeness, so that means we possess the very unique abilities and powers that our creator possessed, and they figured it out before. I'm not going to even say they figured it out before us. They came and suppressed our ancestors, and then they taught us a different education to make us believe that we were human beings, and we not. And biology tell us that.
Very interesting.
Give it 20 years from
Very
now,
interesting.
there's going to be
Science,
unclassified
like,
documents.
Science, chemistry. It's all about nutrition and health and the body and the mind. And he deep dives, like he goes very far in depth on like a lot of the ancient esoteric knowledge that we don't get today. So for anything you're tapping into the future, TikTok, the clock is ticking. This is where you'll find most of that information, right? So he's going raw cut, talking about what's going on in the world today, and it's pretty obvious as to all the genetic codes, all the information that we readily know today. If you want more information on this, please reach out, let me know what you think, and we can see how we could chop it up. You know, sometimes when you're when you're ascended beings and you're chosen as a being of light and a person that of influence, and you're you get isolated, right? The system has a way of isolating you and make you feel alone. So I have a community, the school community of Wealthy Mindset, for those like-minded individuals that feel alone or are looking to, looking for true seekers and open-minded individuals that understand the world that we live in today and would like to chop that up, but also make money, help with the mindset, learn how to trade, a whole bunch of stuff like that. I'm also a personal trainer. I've added the value to myself so that I can attract the money that I so deserve. So I don't chase after it. I align with whoever finds me, and then we go ahead and we make it happen. That's how we do things here at Wealthy Mindset.
Get away, Chateau! Oh my god, are you okay?
Something about these
Good
cats
kitty.
that
It's okay, I've got you. Let's get inside.
saves a baby.
Get away, go!
Sometimes I'd rather have
Oh
a
my
cat
god,
than a
are
dog.
you okay? Good kitty.
These cats are
It's
just
okay, I've got you. Let's get
fearless.
inside.
Like they have like this innate ability to just
Get away,
put that
go!
fear in people. Like just that roar alone.
Are you okay?
It's a
Good kitty.
roar. Like
It's okay,
it's
I've
a
got you.
real
Let's get
roar.
inside.
Like,
I've got an
it's
extra
not-
ticket for a concert at the bonfire.
Not so
Get
much
away,
of a
go.
thing, man.
Of course.
Real shit.
Oh
By
my
the
god.
way,
Are you
is this a
okay?
pet-friendly
Good
event?
kitty. It's okay, I've got you. Let's get inside.
Maybe I could get in a little more before it goes.
Get away, go! Oh my god. Are you okay? Good kitty. It's okay, I've got you. Let's get inside. Oh my god. Are you okay? Good kitty. It's okay, I've got you. Let's get inside.
This cat video is amazing. That bear is laying up on the baby. I don't know if this is AI or not, but yo.
Ellie! Get inside! Oh, thank you, kitty!
I'm coming! Grab the baby!
I got you, sweetheart. You're safe.
And I'm just gonna get straight to
Really
it.
good one too. Goes on
this
about
hostile down.
you know, today, and then she kind of cracked the code on that. Like, it's not that like picking sides or anything. She really cracked the code.
Do you think that
I do,
Listen
and
to these
I
facts,
definitely
brother.
do say that. And the reason why I say that is because
A lot of great things happen in this
a
today,
multitude
bro.
of reasons. One of the reasons being a lot of women.
It's true.
Know.
I'm sorry, go
It's
ahead.
true. Yeah, no, it's true. A lot of women don't know what they want. And so they get into these situations of what, you know, either their friends or their family or society tells them that they're supposed to do. And then they do all the right things to get there. And then when they get there, the real them comes out. And I feel like that's kind of a lot of, like, women are hormonal, right? We're completely different than men. But a lot of times, women are so wrapped up in their emotions and their feelings, which feelings are fleeting. And they make these rash decisions, and that's scary. Because a man who's stable, who's in a situation, can just wake up one day and be like, who is this? Like, it takes evolution for women to be, in my opinion, more stable, more calm, more logical. I think it's
So you think there's a way they can become
Emotional
logical
intelligence.
thinkers? You think there's something on
Only
this
way
planet
to
that
do it.
is
It
making
takes a
them?
thing to make a proof.
It's not really the same information, but I think once they have a certain level of understanding and humility, which a lot of us that's the main problem. A lot of us don't have humility enough to receive or to understand another person's point of view. So how can they listen and understand enough to even change or evolve or grow? And so
You finna get famous.
But
You finna get famous.
But I hate to say it, but it's really true. And we're in this era now that like everybody is thinking that wrong is right and right is wrong. And it's, we have to be true because I'm not, oh no, she's a pick me or whatever. But I'm saying because I love you, right? Like I love you, I want
I don't
you
wanna
to get it
drag
right. I
anybody
want you to
along
have
that
good
path.
relationships. I'm to be honest with you. I can't lie to you and say, oh yeah, girl, she's a girl
I
boss.
let people do what they want to do. Because I'm not going to drag people around. Like, come with me. I got to pull you along to follow. Like, nah, I don't do that.
Be honest.
It sustains the future.
Do you think that was what you
If
think?
you guys ever trying to get in,
I do,
you know,
and
if you're interested,
I
you're
definitely
welcome
do
to have
say
you guys
that.
a part of it.
And the reason why I say that is because a multitude of reasons. One of the reasons being a lot of women.
It's true.
Don't know.
I'm sorry, go
It's
ahead.
true. Yeah, no, it's true. A lot of women don't know what they want, and so they get into these situations of what either their friends or their family or society.
Yo, the next time somebody tries to disrespect you,
You got one more like this. You got one more after this. Called him Dion again and started laughing at him. He's like, yo, don't call me Dion, bro. Like, make sure you address me correctly and talk to me. And he didn't do that. He didn't address him correctly. He turned around, basically, just let him know that, like, yo, you didn't address me properly. Because he did that, and what's up? Yup, just like that. And the laptop's working. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Start with another one.